This is a place that we can come and talk about things that are interesting to me, and hopefully they're interesting to you too. That's terrible.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Holly, and I have started this channel to document a very exciting road trip that I'll be taking. I leave in a few months, but I started this channel a little bit early just so my viewers could experience the journey with me and everything that it has taken for me to quit my job, leave home, and live out of my car for 6.5 months. Today's video, it's actually a little bit different. I'm actually filming this on my Mac today because I'm going to be using my phone quite a bit to show you guys all about LYFT. I just finished my first 30 days with LYFT as a driver. I'm going to just tell you guys about how it all works, how the app works, how payment works, everything I've learned in my first 30 days, and then a few stories, the highs, the lows. There's been a few lows, but all in all, I'm very happy that I did this. So yeah, I guess I don't really have a plan for this video other than I'm just going to talk about everything that comes to my mind. So let's first talk about why I signed up for LYFT. So I'm leaving in 3 months to go on my road trip. I'm going to be unemployed. I will have no source of income. So obviously I am in money-making mode at the moment. For the last 4 years or so, I've been juggling 2 to 3 jobs at a time. Just 1 week ago, I had my last day at the salon. I wanted to leave and give myself a little bit of wiggle room. It gives me free time to work on my YouTube channel. It gives me time to get ready. I have more free time now. For the first time in my life, I have more free time. But I didn't want to lose out on any money because I need to make as much money as I can. So what better option than drive for LYFT? It's super flexible income. You make your hours. You can start and stop whenever you want. I think I shouldn't even talk about Uber. I thought about signing up for both, but I decided because this is a really short-term thing for me, just signing up for LYFT is the way to go. I did a lot of reading, a lot of research about which one to sign up for, and across the board, everyone says LYFT pays better, LYFT treats their drivers better. But LYFT will not let you drive a car that is over 10 years old, at least in my city. It goes by city to city. There's different rules and regulations, but 10 years is a good rule of thumb to assume, I would say. And my car is an '06. So I had to sign up in December, and then I'm grandfathered in for the next year, which was an aggressive move. Whatever, December was crazy. It was too much, honestly. But it's over now, which is great. When I signed up, I used Jenna and Julian's podcast code. Jenna Marbles and her boyfriend, Julian, they have a podcast. I listen to it from time to time, but they always promote LYFT as one of their sponsors, and they have a code that if you sign up using that code and then you do 100 rides in your first 30 days, you'll get $500, right? Not bad. There are a lot of codes out there that will give you $250. There are some codes that'll do $100. I even heard about a code that gives you $700, but I never found that one. I found a $500 code, and I thought, that sounds fan-fucking-tastic. lyft.com/Jenna Julian, and then it just automatically shows up there. So knock your socks off. You're welcome, Jenna and Julian. You're welcome. This is the beginning of the application process. You apply. This is already filled out, but you can just assume that it wasn't filled out. Oh crap, this is gonna be tough. You see this screen, and there's a bunch of different documents that you have to upload. First, you have to upload a photo. My photo sucks, but that's fine. Then you have to upload vehicle photo. You have to take a picture of your car. You have to take a picture of your insurance. Just a couple of random things. They all take like 1 second. And then you have to sign up for a vehicle inspection. Now, you are able to do that really whenever you want, I believe, or wherever you want, but they have preset dates that they recommend you go to. So I signed up. They have them all the time. It wasn't far from Minneapolis. You pay like, I think it was $40. I kept my receipt. I'm gonna like write off all my gas now, which is awesome. It took maybe a half hour total from the time I walked in to the time I walked out. There was a Lyft employee there who was there to answer questions, and then he gave me my Lyft stickers that I have to put in my car. I have to put one in my front window and one in my rear window. It was really easy. So this is over the course of like a week, maybe a week and a half. And then I had to wait for my background check to come. So my background check took probably another week. I got the stamp of approval, like, okay, you're a Lyft driver now. It was very easy. They've got a couple tutorials I'll show you. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to start at the home screen where you can just, it looks just like the driver screen as well. I'm going to go to my face. So they have home, dashboard, vehicle, help, and settings. So I'm going to go to dashboard. And this is kind of just my go-to screen. I'm going to go, yeah, okay, take your time. And then this is kind of where you can find a bunch of stuff. Oh man. Everything's backwards. They've got dashboard, driving history, driver summaries, vehicles and docs. That's what I just showed you guys. Tutorials. And here they have like a bunch of tutorials you can go through, like welcome to Lyft, your first ride, that's when I did, getting paid, how cancellations work, prepare the essentials, be a 5-star driver, earn more with Lyft, and know you're covered. I haven't even done these, you guys, which probably makes me irresponsible. I still have a 4.9 rating. I'm obviously doing something right. Tax info and payments. That's the next tab down. And then they have like common tax questions. That's where you put in your like bank account info. There's 2 ways of getting paid. You put in your bank info and then you get paid weekly on the same day. Otherwise, you can cash out instantly into a debit card, which I haven't set that up because there's like a fee. It's like a small fee, but I'm cheap, so. All right, so I just did some math and I calculated my first 100 rides. I calculated the amount of time that I was driving for and how much I made. So I'm a little surprised. I thought it would be better. And here's the thing. When you're in driver mode, you can literally be doing anything. Sometimes I'm in bed just waiting for someone to need a ride. Or I'll be filling up my gas tank. Other times I'm just sitting there like staring at my phone waiting for it to blow up. Over the last 30 days, I have done all of my Instagramming while driving for Lyft. My point is I'm trying to excuse the fact that I didn't make as much money as I thought I did. In my first 100 rides, in my first 30 days, I worked for 51 hours and I made $743.59. That is including the gratuity I got from the app after Lyft takes out their fee, which they take out, I believe, 25%. There are like clubs and ways that you can earn more than that, but I am not eligible because my car is too old. So I make 75%. Doing the math, that is $14.50 per hour, which isn't very good, or $7.43 per ride. I do remember that I've made lots of cash tips as well. Including the cash tips that I remember, I was making about $15 an hour. I believe that they advertise up to like $35 an hour. And the thing is, yes, there were times when I would go out and drive and I was making $30 an hour. I would drive for 3 hours and make $90. And then there are other times where I would go out and drive and I would make like $10 an hour. Only because it's slow. That's the thing, is you have to go during like the prime times in the prime places, being that it was my first 30 days and I'm not an expert on like getting in the right place at the right time. Also, I had a life and another job. I think that's all worth taking into account. So this is like the main screen where it basically says like how much you made, how long you were driving for, how many rides, your score and how many rides you've done. So I'm a 4.9. Awesome. This is my last week's pay with my bonus added. So you can see it's like $650. That's because that's including my $500 bonus because I got it. Go me. And then you can kind of look through the old reports as well. Oh my God, where was I? Why the fuck? Why the fuck? So here's driving history, and this is where I got all this info from. So I'm going to click on last week's, just as an example. It's nothing crazy. So here it says, so this is the dates. That's the amount of money. the number of rides, the amount of time. And then here, this is good. So ride payments, so that's the amount of money that your customers paid. It tells you how many tips you made. So I made $39 in tips, which is pretty cool. Someone canceled on me and I made $5 off that, which I actually just realized that that's a thing. If they cancel within 5 minutes, I don't think you get paid, but if they do cancel after 5 minutes, you get $5, which makes it hurt less because trust me, that happens and I don't like when that happens. And then LYFT fees. So $80.96 was taken out. That is the 25% fee that LYFT takes just for being LYFT. That does not include my $39 in tips. I get 100% of my tips. And then, yeah, it says your total earnings here. You know, it breaks everything down. I think it's relatively easy to use app. And then they have, like, different referral codes and stuff. Like, there's my code if you guys want to sign up. If I refer a driver, I get $250, but they have to do 150 rides in their first 30 days and then they get $250 as well. I did 100 rides in my first 30 days and I made $500. So I kind of feel guilty making anyone use that code. But then if I refer passengers, I get like $10. So, you know, there's other things. As far as I know, you have to have a 90% acceptance rating in order to be eligible for these, which I'm at 100% right now. So I'm not quite sure why it's not showing up, but they have this thing called average hourly guarantees. And that's where, let's just say, for example, and I'm just making these up, if you drive next Tuesday from 1 p.m. till 3 p.m., they're going to guarantee you $22. So if you drive for those hours and you make $22 in rides, good for you. If you drive for those hours and you make nothing, they will give you $22. And you only have to be an active driver in driver mode during that time period for 50 minutes. So it's $22 in 50 minutes, which is a good deal. Other days, like on January 1st, I remember they had a $70 guarantee for like a 3-hour chunk of time, which that's awesome, but I did not sign up. I haven't signed up for these once, so I can't speak to my own experience, but just so you guys know, that is part of the thing. I guess now what I'll do, and I don't mind messing up my score for you guys, so I'm gonna go into driver mode and show you how that works. So here I am at the home screen. Actually, let's go into rider mode. So here we are in rider mode, and look at all these cars. Look at all the competition I got. Little jicks. So I'm gonna switch over to driver. Here I am. I'm gonna go online. I just hit this button, and then it says online. So now I'm online. I'm live. It says I made $0. I've done 0 rides today, which is the truth. So I'm just gonna let this sit here while I talk, and hopefully someone needs a ride for me. I'm not actually gonna go pick them up. I'm just not gonna accept it. And then again, that has a negative effect on my acceptance rating score, which I don't care. I can lose out on 1 ride for the sake of the video. Oh, there's another really cool thing that they have. This tool, you're not able to use as your first 100 rides towards the bonus. So there are stipulations. So here I am on driver mode, and there's this little check mark. It says add destination filter. And what I can do is, let's say I'm going to Target running an errand. It's my day off, I have free time, but I don't want to go out of my way. So I just write in, let's just say Target Field, because that's what popped up. So let's say there's a baseball game I'm going to, and why not pick up some passengers on my way? And now it says destination filter on. So it will only give me rides that are only a couple minutes outside of my general route. That includes drop-off and pickup. So that's a really cool tool that I'm intending on using, but of course that means you're going to have a much less likely chance of getting a ride. I've rambled on about the app. I'm trying to think what else there is to say before I go into like stories. All right, I've kind of explained all the boring stuff. Started driving me. Oh, look. Okay, guys, so look, as you can see, I have a few seconds to accept this ride request. You can see her name's Allie, and she's got 5 stars, and she's 3 minutes away, so you can see where I pick her up. And, oh no, I didn't get it in time. Fudgesicles. And it says, ride request missed. You didn't attempt to accept this request. If you're unavailable, please turn off driver mode. Okay. There. I turned it off. I won't be naughty anymore. I just did it for the video. So that is a ride request. And this is my beef. You can see where you're going to pick them up, but you can't see where you're taking them. And that can have some problems. And I'm going to use that as a segue into my least favorite Lyft experience. Video. I went over a lot. I hope that it was beneficial to you guys, and I'm sure that you will have, I hope people have questions. I hope people watch this video. Leave a comment down below. Depending on how many questions I get, maybe I can do a follow-up video, or I can just answer you in the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more videos. I know this video is a bit random and off topic from what my other videos have been about, but there's gonna be a lot of those because I kind of just make videos about what I feel like making, and I thought I had some helpful information for the fine people of YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.